Um, 8 years ago, I took an AKDN helicopter and went to Shigar Valley, where the AKCSP, which is the Aga Khan Cultural Services Pakistan, was doing the conservation of, after successfully completing Baltit Fort and Altit Fort and Ganesh village in Hunza. I went to write a paper, and 8 years ago, the rubble that I saw, and then when I heard their plans that they're going to convert it into a boutique hotel, I'm an architect, that's my background, and a writer. I myself was really shocked. I thought, how are they going to manage this? And then once they even do this, how are they going to run this over here? Well, I got my answer because 4 years ago I moved to Pakistan, and the one thing that I heard from all my friends in the diplomatic community and expats were like, you're Pakistani, you haven't seen Shigar Fort, what are you doing? Go, go. So anyway, I tried to go, and I turned it into a work assignment. As a journalist, I write for an India-Pakistan peace project between the Times of India and the Jang Group of Pakistan called Aman Ki Asha. And while I was there to write a paper about the conservation and look at this, what is called adaptive reuse, as in they adapted the use of this fort palace into a boutique hotel, my flights were cancelled, which led me to look at the problems of marketing this area. I had a lot of time on my hands and no company. And so hence, Serena got a marketing plan for me when I arrived back, because I said I had all these SMSs from people saying, oh my God, be careful, the Taliban don't, kidnap you, or, they know attacks or whatever. And I said, oh my God, nobody in Lahore and Karachi, and even some in Islamabad, have an idea about what a fabulous resort we have so close to Islamabad. And so the idea about what are the problems of marketing this area came to mind, and I will talk about the justification for the idea, which was a music video, which I'm going to show you. I think some of you who came in earlier saw it playing, starring Shafkat Amanatari. We talk about that. We're also hoping that he might arrive and you might hear the song live. But you'll at least definitely see it over here. So this, I'm not going to go too much into the academic definitions of cultural tourism, and not really into too much of the definitions or the UNESCO, the charter, and because this presentation is based on a presentation I gave last fall at MIT at a conference. So it's kind of academic. We will just skip that part a little bit. It's on the screen for those who want to read it, and if you want a copy, I can send that to you. I'd like to jump in really exactly on the fact that 8 years ago, what I saw, rubble and poor villages all around, had been transformed by the community development projects and the tourism that took place in Shigar Valley. It was so apparent to me when I went that first time that I ended up writing a full-page article called It's All About the Asha, for Aman Ki Asha. And from that, this idea sort of germinated, that when you have economic uplift in an area and community development, the kind that the AKDN has done in those areas, and then the impact of this one hotel at the time, now they have two, they have Kaplu, but Serena is managing this boutique hotel, buying all their groceries, the greens, the vegetables, fruits, poultry, hiring people from the community. And this area has it's dramatic, the uplift in that area. What is also really dramatic and apparent is the peace in that area. Terrorism, sectarian violence, these things haven't really reached Gilgit-Baltistan, and let's keep our fingers crossed, yet. That makes promoting these areas for tourism that much more urgent. The reason being that when you have lack of tourism in that area, you have an influx of people who who will offer money, etc., etc., and frustrated youth. You'll have parents who can't afford to feed their children, sending them to madrasas. But in this area, there is this one waiter who works there, and I asked him to tell me in his own words how this has impacted it. He said, you know, my father was paralyzed. We lived in a one-room little hovel. And ever since this project has started, I have fixed up my house. I have bought a shop that one of my, I think, family members runs in the bazaar. And we're doing pretty well. So this project has really changed our lives. So you can imagine what happens when one project does that the entire community just changed. And then you had the post 9/11 lack of tourism that has impacted this area. And before terrorism comes in and other influences come in, it was important to start marketing these areas again. And I was very, very fortunate that I had a client, which I didn't intend to be my client, because this was just an idea I went and presented to the Serena Hotels, I had nothing better to do. Here's an idea, do a music video. So it wasn't as simple as that. It was actually a pretty comprehensive plan, marketing plan, part of which was the video. To their credit, they didn't just take it and implement it, and to their wisdom, they said, no, you're the one who is really passionate about the idea, so you're going to be the producer. So I said, I'm the architect and a writer. I'm not a music video producer. How's that going to work? But anyway, they convinced me, and I think the results eventually, when you see the video, will hopefully speak for themselves, because for all of us, it was a labor of love. These are some of the images that I'm going to show you, which are before and after images of the Baltit fort in Gilgit and Karimabad, that was the first project that was undertaken by AKDN. The second project was Altit, the second and third were Altit Fort and Ganesh Village. After this, the people in Baltistan actually invited the AKCSP to come in and do the conservation on Sugar Fort. So this is what I saw. On the left is the before, and the right is the after. This is what I saw. And this is what I saw. So the picture above is what I saw when they first started in, I think, 2003. And this is what it looks like on the bottom picture. The other thing the question that I had was, how are they going to manage to run a boutique hotel? Well, the AKDN actually has, a part of the AKDN are the Serena Hotels. And you only have to go there and stay there once, or even go there for tea or coffee or lunch or dinner if you're staying anywhere else, at the PTTC Motel in Skardu or anywhere else, to see what a fabulous job they've done. This can compare to any boutique hotel anywhere in the world. This is the new hotel Kaplu, which is what you see on the screen is again before and after. One of the images that I saved that you see on the top left corner is a wall with graffiti on it. They've left a little patch of that just to show what the walls looked like before the restoration took place. And I think that's a fabulous idea as well. Now that brings us to the problems of marketing these areas. Marketing cultural tourism sites has a two-pronged challenge associated with it. First of all, you have people who want to come in and do graffiti, as in the previous photograph, on the walls, on the top left corner. And then you have the problem of too much tourism and these very delicate 800-year-old, 400-year-old properties which can't really take that much of visitors. So how do you manage to promote something, but at the same time promote it in a way that it doesn't actually end up wrecking it? So how do you do that? Well, there are many aspects of it. I won't go into all of them, but just briefly, there is one thing which is involving the community, which they did through their community development projects, and they've done that fabulously, where they will work on the construction, they will hire people and train them for their staff. So there's another added source of income. There's vocational training that happens because of that. And because of that, the community starts appreciating these heritage properties. When they do that, they have a tendency not to say, oh, let's trash this and build one with the bathroom tiles outside it because it's quote unquote modern. They realize that people are coming to that area, and they're coming to that area to see the old buildings. They're not coming to that area to see the bathroom tile concrete structures which are quote unquote modern. So it's sensitizing the community and then sensitizing the visitors as well.